7 things I love to spend my money on. Hi, my name is Steve and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about all the things that I consider as an investment and I love to spend money on. If you already subscribed to my channel, then thank you so much. If you haven't done it yet, please don't forget to do it and also check out my previous videos. I think we can agree that all of us would like to spend their money wisely. We are looking for something which can be considered as value. But how many times did it happen with you that you purchased something but you have never used in the future? Or maybe you paid too much for something which didn't worth the price at all. Personally, I made these kind of mistakes in the past a couple of times, and nowadays I like to think twice before I make any purchase. After the mentioned few wrong purchases, I decided no matter what happens, I always like to find value in the things that I buy in the future. From my perspective, I consider something as a valuable purchase which can help me to ease my life in the future, like it can help me to save more money or time or any other resource. Moreover, I also try to look for things which can be part of my self-development, not on a mental level but also on physical. Now let me present you 7 things on what I don't mind to spend money, and I also highly recommend you to follow these kind of purchases in your life. Trust me, all of these buys will serve you without a doubt. Tip 1. Mattress and pillow. Sleeping plays an important role in our life, and without proper sleep it will be harder to perform during the day, and it happened with me so many times in the past that I didn't get the proper sleep and in the end I was grumpy already in the morning. All of these happened with me because I didn't pick the right mattress and pillow. A few years ago I had an injury in the gym and I also had chronic neck pain, and that was the point where I visited a couple of doctors and some of them recommended me that maybe I need to look for a new pillow and mattress which will help me to support my body position during the night. Actually, they were right. Not only my neck pain improved, but also my lower back hurts less frequently. My life experienced some kind of improvements too, so I can say that we can consider these as great values, as the new mattress and pillow supports our overall health and also gives us the opportunity to wake up every morning without pain or being tired. So take my advice and don't try to look for cheap alternatives regarding mattress and pillow. Always look for the best possible alternatives, as these can be lifesaver and all of them can be considered as a long-term investment for your health. Tip 2. Footwear. I love to spend my money on footwear, but not the way you think at first. If you watch my previous videos, you have already realized that I am not the type of guy who loves to collect all kinds of shoes. Most of the time I have 2 or 3 different pairs. Moreover, I don't like to spend too much money on branded clothes and collecting all kinds of different pieces. However, I don't try to save money on my daily footwear and I am always looking for the types which are properly supporting my feet. There are countless studies how important it is to choose the right type of shoe, but in this case you can't look for the types which looks amazing, but you also need to take into consideration to find the ones which help you to stabilize your lower body. And this is exactly how I like to approach this topic anytime when I am looking for a new footwear. Lastly, you can also get some shoe insole for the maximized stability and comfort. Tip 3. Eating the right food. I strongly believe that our body is working like a car's engine. That's why I love to spend money on high quality ingredients for cooking. So what do I mean by that? If you are always refilling your car with poor quality of fuel, then sooner or later it will affect your car's engine's other part. And this is exactly how I like to think about my body. If I am always eating artificial ingredients and foods which are high in added sugar, then sooner or later it will affect my long-term overall health. And even if the mentioned unhealthy ingredients are way cheaper, still I love to buy and spend money on ingredients which are healthy, even if they are more expensive. All of us would like to live a healthy life and feeling young ourselves as long as we can. But if we are always making the wrong decisions regarding food selection, then the results in the future won't be favorable. That's why I love to spend money on high quality foods, and even if they are more expensive, Still, it helps me to feel myself more energized and healthy, which is absolutely needed if I would like to achieve all of my goals. Now let's move to the next tip on what we love spending money, as it will be strongly connected to our food selection. Tip 4. Kitchen tools. Personally, we love to spend money on kitchen tools with my wife with one important criteria. It must save time and also ease the process of cooking. A few years ago, when we moved to our new home, we didn't have any of these kind of equipments. We did everything manually, and of course with these kind of circumstances, cooking is not the most enjoyable hobby. When you have to peel the potatoes for more than half an hour and also cut the onions with tears in your eyes, then you start to think about that maybe cooking is not for you. Furthermore, with these kind of basic tools, it takes more time and also energy to prepare the foods, and I definitely don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. That's why we looked for all kind of kitchen equipment in the past which can help us to solve all the problems I explained. Buying a high quality blender, an onion shredder, a fryer, and also a couple of sharp knives can tremendously help you to ease your job. None of the least, I can say that all of these kind of purchases can help you to make cooking more enjoyable and also leave more free time for the activities what you would like to do. All in all, buying kitchen tools which can help you to ease the job of cooking can be considered as an excellent investment. However, don't try to buy a new blender or fryer every single month when you see that the new model is coming out. Tip 5. Experiences. Collecting new and beautiful memories are definitely something on what we love to spend money. Certainly we can't afford financial advice to travel all around the world all the time, however we always try to pay attention to organize 1 or 2 trips abroad. These kind of trips can bring freshness into our life and we can experience many different cultures, people, food and so on. And also we never know what kind of other benefits we will get by the end of our journey. I strongly believe that life is about collecting unforgettable memories and experience, and I rather organize an extraordinary vacation than buying a new TV which is a little bit bigger than the current one. Furthermore, you never know what kind of inspiration you will get from these kind of journeys. Maybe you will get a new business idea, or you will get the feeling that you would like to live in the country what you have visited. And I think that's exactly the beauty of traveling and also trying out new things. It's only up to you where you will find something interesting which will grab your attention. By the end of this tip, I also would like to add that not collecting these kind of unforgettable memories and experience are one of the biggest regrets, but people report by the end of their life. So be a bit clever and don't make the same mistake, and never forget that you only live once. Tip 6. Books. Books are one of my best choices if I would like to spend my money on something but I consider as a value. Reading is undoubtedly an excellent hobby if you would like to enrich your conception, learn about something new, or taking care of your self-development. Personally, I consider myself as an old-fashioned guy, that's why I still love to purchase physical books, but if you prefer ebooks, that's also completely fine. No matter what kind of topic you choose, reading will always serve you, and even if you only have a few minutes to read, don't hesitate to do it. I like to read around 10 to 15 minutes every single day in the morning, which doesn't seem to be too much. But if you add together these numbers, I am able to read a book in 2 or 3 weeks, depending on the length of the book. And if I think about it that most of the people are not even reading a single book in a year, then this is not a bad start. Anyway, if you would like to get an idea how to develop effectively productive habits, then feel free to click on the screen and watch my previous video about it. Tip 7. Sports equipment. My last tip on what I love to spend my money are definitely sports equipment. Doesn't matter if you are buying a gym membership, a swimming glass or suit, or maybe spending some money on basic gym equipment, you already made a great investment and you purchased something which is valuable. However, I need to add an important point to this. I only consider these kind of purchases as a value if I am staying consistent with the activity what I choose. For example, I'm quite sure that you know at least around one person around you who loves to buy the most expensive gym equipment, for example, a running shoe when they decide that they would like to run. However, they never practice the activity itself. In this case, it was just a waste of money from their side, and we can't say that these kind of purchases will bring value into their life. But if you keep practicing the activity what you choose previously, then don't hesitate to make investments for them. At this point, I need to add that some of the sports can be especially dangerous, like weightlifting without the proper form of exercises. So in this case, it is not reasonable to wait, but instead buy the supportive equipment from the beginning, like the weightlifting belt or gloves, because training without these can lead to serious injuries. To sum up this tip, buying sports equipment is exactly something on what I love to spend money, but only if I stay consistent with the activity what I choose for myself. So that was all for today, and as you can see from the tips, I love to spend my money on definitely something which helps me to stay healthy or save time and money for me, and also refresh my mind and body. By the end of this video, I hope you will get some inspiration from my tips, and maybe it will change your mind regarding what you consider as a value in your life. If you feel that I missed something, please don't hesitate to leave a comment and also subscribe, and see you next time.